Welcome back to ringside in Los Angeles, California, and there it is. Ding, 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 ding. The cash falls from the sky. It's time for the entrance of one JBL.
The following contest is a last man standing match. Making his way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 290 pounds, JBL!
JBL doing the old two-step towards the ring as he gets ready for what should be a war with Stan Hansen. JBL and Stan Hansen both have made a career out of throwing some of the most devastating lariats in pro wrestling history, and today they will seek to use that among many other tools as a means of keeping their opponent down for a 10 count. It's a last man standing match here on Fantasy Warfare. These two brutes are going to just beat the ever-living hell out of each other in this one. Stan Hansen, very infamously and almost in a legendary status, was half blind. And he has been quoted numerous times basically saying that when he threw his lariat, he was just kind of hoping for the best. And if you were to do a Google search on YouTube of Stan Hansen and the lariat, you would see some very devastating action. And I believe we will see some of that devastating action here today as Stan Hansen steps into a Fantasy Warfare ring to go one-on-one with a fellow Texas brute, JBL, and here he comes.
Weighing in at 365 pounds, Stan Hammer!
Stan Hammer! Not too bad, not too bad. Here he comes swinging that cowbell. You know, he's probably got some tobacco spit there chilling in his old, in his cheek or in his lower lip or something. That's kind of gross. Music's something, I'll tell you that. Get you going. Get you hyped up for this one. And, well, you know, you need all the hyping one can get with Christmas being 2 days away. It's Friday, December the 23rd. And we got 2 days until Christmas. We need all the hype we can get. So these boys are going to bring it to us here in the form of a last man standing match. A brutal spine buster to kick things off. And JBL drops a brutal elbow into the chest of Stan Hansen. Like I told you, these two are going to just beat the hell out of each other. If you're expecting some sort of 5-star, 6-star, 7-star contest like you might find at the Tokyo Dome, you're not going to find that one here today. You are going to just see two men beating the hell out of each other, throwing each other around, bashing each other's skulls in, punches, kicks, gouges, scratches, whatever it takes to keep the other man down. Hansen has JBL on the ropes. Oh, drops a boot down right across the chest. Just using that butt. Oh, man, that was nasty, too. Driving a fist. It looks like Stan Hansen ain't only going for the keep him down for the 10 count, but he's also going to spill some of that Texas blood of JBL. JBL up on the top rope, waiting for Hansen to get back up to his feet. JBL flies, but Hansen moves out of the way, colliding with the top turnbuckle. I'd say that probably beat having the 270, 280-pound frame of JBL come flying at you. I'd rather collide with a turnbuckle myself. Big-time elbow drop by Stan Hansen on JBL. Neither man is looking to tempt the 10 count thus far here in this last man standing contest. JBL now has Stan Hansen on the ring apron. Oh, down on the wooden frame. The wooden frame, the steel frame. I'm not quite sure what our ring's made out of today, but either way, wood, steel, doesn't matter. That stuff hurts, man. And Stan Hansen choking the ever-living life out of JBL on the floor. Looks like Stan might be getting a little tired of this contest. Going to start going for that 10 count. Last man standing, anything goes. I suppose that also includes homicide. Whatever it takes to keep your man down for the 10 count, I would guess. Stan Hansen now has JBL. Follow-away slam. Nope. Draping him down across the top rope. That rope right into the throat of JBL, and then another hard elbow into the chest, and now the referee begins his count. I honestly don't think anything Stan Hansen has done thus far will be enough to keep JBL down for a 10 count, but only JBL knows what he can withstand here, as the referee is actually reaching a 6 count. I'm very surprised here. Could we be on the verge of a winner? No, we are not, as JBL starts stirring at the count of 8. Stan Hansen throwing a bunch of body shots and then a nice club right to the back of JBL, drops him down to the mat, now lifting him right back up, trying for his lariat. JBL gets out of the way, and then a nasty spine buster. He started the match with that spine buster, hits it a second time. Irish whip sends Hansen over the top rope and down to the floor. Stan Hansen now back up on his feet. Meets JBL coming, and JBL grabs him with that DDT, driving him head first, but Stan right back up on his feet. Another spine buster, this time on the floor, as JBL now wrenching away at the leg of Stan Hansen. An interesting offensive choice after a spine buster on the floor. I mean, I might have waited to see if he stayed down for a 10 count. But Stan Hansen makes him pay for it with a pile driver on the floor. And the referee now begins his 10 count as JBL just got his bell rocked on the floor via that pile driver at the hands of Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen feeling real great about himself, standing in the center of the ring, soaking up the cheers from the crowd as the referee reaches the count of 7. We're now at a count of 8, and JBL back up to his feet. This match will continue. JBL climbing back into the ring, and Stan Hansen meets him there with a collar and elbow. Got him up, draping him on the shoulders, and down across the top rope one more time. Stan Hansen not afraid to go back to the same plays out of the playbook if they're working. Driving that knee into the lower lumbar of JBL and then grabbing at the chin, wrenching upward, trying to make JBL just scream in agony. There are no submissions here. Knee to the midsection. There's that boot to the midsection. Powerbomb? What? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Powerbomb out to the floor. Stan Hansen just powerbombed JBL from the ring to the floor. This could, in all honesty, be it for JBL. And Stan Hansen not making any moves on JBL, so that kind of tells you he might feel the same way as the referee reaches the count of 7. We're at a count of 8. We're at 9, and JBL manages to get back up to his feet before the count of 10. Grabs Stan Hansen, sends him into the ring post. Referee now administering the same 10 count, this time on Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen has been in control for the last couple of moments of this matchup here, but JBL feeling really good about his chances, doing the same thing Stan Hansen was doing just a few moments ago when JBL was being counted down. He's soaking in the, well, I don't know if I'd call them cheers from the crowd in the case of JBL. These two boys squaring off on the floor. Hard shot to the face, go behind, brings him down. Nice takedown by JBL on the floor. And the referee starting to count. I mean, hey, anytime a guy is off his feet, you got to start that 10 count. It would be crazy if a go-behind takedown would be what it was that kept Stan Hansen down for a 10 count, but it's not going to be. He gets up with a count of 5. And we got a good old-fashioned standoff going on here. Hansen on the floor, JBL in the ring. Stan Hansen is refusing to make any moves at this moment. Here he goes. Every time I say something, not every time, but a lot of times I say something about these guys, and they go ahead and do it. Like, oh, he's not doing this thing, and then he goes and does it. Looked like Hansen was going for the razor's edge on that one. Nice reversal by Stan Hansen. JBL looked like he was going to try for that DDT one more time. Oh, devastating lariat by Stan Hansen to the back of JBL's head. Missed him in the front, caught him in the back. Stan Hansen feeling real good about himself at this point in the matchup. JBL is not even moving. He is just laying absolutely still. And he moves at the count of 8 and takes Stan Hansen down at the same time. And now the referee starts his count.
2, 3, 4.
JBL feeling good about himself. Stan Hansen not even moving at this moment. Wait, that foot is stirring. Here we go. He's starting to stir. He's moving around. That foot's moving. We're at a count of 8, though. If he's going to stir, he might want to do it soon. Count of 9. And he is able to get back up to his feet. The referee counts to 10, but JBL just hit that clothesline from hell. Follows it up with a big-time elbow to the chest of Stan Hansen.
2, 3.
Could this be all for this last man standing match at this point in time? It was a clothesline from hell, followed up with a big-time elbow drop. And no, it's not. Stan Hansen gets back up at the count of 6 and answers with a big boot to the face of JBL.
2, 3.
You can tell both of these guys are hungry for the victory because anytime they put their opponent down, they are letting the referee start that 10 count, but Stan Hansen is hungry for more violence. He interrupts the count on that one, and he pays for it as JBL hits a nasty DDT. That brings Hansen back down to the mat, and now JBL is the one waiting to see if he can walk out of here as the last man standing. Referee now reaches the count of 5.
6.
We are rapidly approaching. Oh, there we go. Up at 7 this time. Hard forearm shot by JBL, then a nice back elbow, then a hard shot to the face, goes behind. Oh, nice shot to the nose. Caught him in a headlock and just punched him right in the nostril. And if you've never been hit in your nose in the way that JBL just hit Stan Hansen, it's like instant water for the eyes. Very smart move by JBL, looking to obstruct the vision of Stan Hansen. If you can't see, it makes it tougher to stand, it makes it tougher to hit offense, it makes it tougher to defend yourself. Very smart offensive maneuver by JBL. Referee now heading out to the floor. If I were JBL, I would have a gripe with the referee on that one. He could have started counting. We should realistically be at 4 or 5 at this point, as the referee is just reaching 5.
5, 6, 7.
Well, even if the referee had started counting as soon as he should have, I believe Stan Hansen would have beat the count and been up at the count of 9 on that one. He reached it at the count of 7 verbally, but I think the couple of seconds we lost there realistically put him at a count of 9, but he is once again down on the floor. JBL creating plenty of space between he and Hansen as a means of letting things play out here, but Stan Hansen refuses to stay down. He's back up on his feet as JBL comes back to the floor. JBL hit him with a chop, but then he got caught with an uppercut and then sent it to the ring steps. Stan Hansen now going for the camel clutch. Nope, just driving down all of his body weight into the spine of JBL.
2, 3.
Stan Hansen now creating that space that we talked about earlier, that JBL was creating, waiting to see how this 10 count plays out.
6, 7, 8.
JBL back up to his feet at the count of 8. This one rages on. Realistically, I wonder what it's going to take at this point. Oh, goodness gracious. That could be enough. A side suplex throw, and it doesn't even get an active count as Stan Hansen returns to his feet and heads back into the ring at JBL. Counters a DDT attempt. Stan Hansen, he's got him. What's he going to do with him? Press slam to the floor. JBL just dumped out like a sack of bricks. Like a sack of bricks that Stan Hansen had no use for. He just picked up JBL's carcass and tossed him to the floor. JBL moving around a little bit there just a moment ago, but that hand dropped as the referee is reaching 7 now. There we are. I was a little early on that. I was ahead of his count. We're at 9. Could we reach 10? Yes, we do. It's Stan Hansen getting the victory here in this last man standing match after a grueling battle with John Bradshaw Layfield. I gotta tell you, internally in my brain for a second, I almost called him Justin Hawk Bradshaw. I have no idea why, but nonetheless, it's Stan Hansen with a press slam, throwing JBL down to the floor from a good 12 feet above.
Stan Hammer!
But our violent battles are not through here this week. Coming up next, it's Extreme Rules when Jon Moxley goes up against Bruiser Brody.